Welcome everybody, this is Heroes and Brews with Nerdy Dudes. As always, we're your friendly neighborhood Beeroes Ty,
Kev,
and we are going on to part 3 of our Heroes and Brews Contest of Champions.
Yes.
We are finally in the quarterfinals.
The quarters.
So we're getting down to the nitty gritty with these movies. Remember, it's the MCU. Kev used his force push already.
I did.
I still have a force push. I have to use it by the end of this round, or it is obsolete. As the Hardys would say, it is deleted if you watch wrestling.
The who? The what?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
First round. Captain America, the First Avenger versus Thor. We have two originals of the sort, Phase 1 movies of the MCU.
Origin films, yes.
Going head to head.
Yes.
Kev, what's your thoughts?
My thoughts. I enjoyed both films. I feel I would have to go with Captain America: The First Avenger over Thor. I think as a standalone film, I felt that Captain America: The First Avenger, beginning, middle, and end, it had just there was more. It was more cohesive of a film. Compared to Thor. I enjoyed Thor, but I think as a movie that you could just separate from all the films together, the Avengers, whatever. I feel like as a standalone film, it was strong, just compared to Thor's origin story, in movie form.
See, but my thing is, like I said before, I really didn't like Captain America: The First Avenger. I don't know what about it I didn't like.
That's right.
I thought that Hugo Weaving as
Red Skull
was he was great, but something about it was just so plain and bland to me. I don't know if it's just like Captain America just has that vibe to me.
Okay.
Because when people say like the Civil War, like Tony Stark, Iron Man versus Captain America, I'm on Iron Man's side. I'm on Tony Stark's side. Like I just have like this gripe against Captain America where he just like kind of bores me a little bit.
Okay.
He's just this man with the shield that's kind of superhuman.
Yeah.
And he's just not entertaining enough to me. When in Thor, the first one, you have the introduction of obviously Thor, Chris Hemsworth, and Loki. Who plays Loki again?
Tom Hiddleston?
Yes, Tom Hiddleston. Sorry. And he was amazing. I think you have You have a great protagonist. You have a great antagonist, and it was just a great setup because obviously in Avengers you deal with Loki again.
Yeah.
And he's just a great villain to deal with. He's just a great character within the MCU to have.
Absolutely.
And without, obviously, Thor, you don't have Loki. You don't have Loki within Avengers. You don't have Loki coming up in Thor Ragnarok. And I also love the Thor character.
Yeah.
Especially long hair, short hair. I still think he looks badass with or without. I'd rather the long hair because that's obviously more true to the comics. It's the more godlike fit for him.
Yeah.
And I love just the whole how badass he is. And also, I love the chemistry between Hulk and Thor.
Yeah.
Especially when Hulk's like in Avengers and sends him flying, which is funny as hell. But I don't know, I just think Thor was more entertaining for me.
Okay.
I thought it established more. Obviously, Captain America, the First Avenger, it sets up for the Avengers.
Yeah.
But it's not enough for me. I can't get behind it enough because I just, like the Captain America character, just doesn't do it for me that much.
Gotcha.
Maybe I'm not American for saying that.
I mean, you're a little non-American.
But it's just my opinion.
Captain America: The First Avenger, I believe, was directed by Joe Johnston, was his name. And he also did a Wolfman reboot with Benicio del Toro, which we won't talk about that right now. But he did that film, and Joe Johnston, I believe that's his name, had a very vivid. He has a very vivid color palette with his movies, and because I don't know, because the movie was taking place in World War II, I loved the way that he captured that, and I don't know. I love the emotion of Captain America. He's this scrawny guy, and from Brooklyn, and he becomes, the face of America at that point. So he's just this person who's very vulnerable, very fragile, and he becomes the person who is to defend us from evil. And I just love, to me, the story of Captain America was a lot. It hit home more, literally. But I don't know. To me, I just felt myself more attached to the story.
So, because we're probably going to argue about this for a while, I'm going to use a said force push and throw Thor past Captain America, the first Avenger.
Okay.
So no saving your boy Cap.
Saw that coming.
He's still in it. He's still later. Maybe next week.
That's true.
For the Winter Soldier.
True. I'm not too upset. Thor. When you mentioned Loki, that kind of, it is crazy. That kind of took it for me. I thought, okay, he's such an amazing villain.
And he's a pivotal character.
Yeah.
For the series, for the whole MCU.
You may have this one, my friend.
So now we have Avengers versus the Incredible Hulk.
Yes.
I'm going Avengers. 100%.
Yeah, I don't think there's really any question about that.
Listen, you got some Hulk in the Avengers. The first Avengers film was sick. Like I said, low-key. You have the first real mashup of these characters together, clashing together, like I said, Thor and Hulk. When Hulk punches Thor, like you have their working together moments, you have their gripes, you have their tension.
Yep. And
it's just a great movie overall.
Yeah, I think I had said before that Avengers may go down as one of the best superhero films of all time. Mm-hmm. And when we heard about it, we thought, how are they going to do this? How is this how is Joss Whedon going to not make it feel so stuffed,
Yeah.
But he was able to construct it so well. Each character had their pivotal moment.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Nobody seemed to overpower anybody else.
Which was
so
awesome.
Well done.
Even though you got Captain America and Iron Man, but then you also have Hawkeye, you have
Black Widow.
Yeah. And they're not as strong, obviously, with fame and in the comics and within the universe.
Sure, but
they all share the same level of power.
They all have
a
purpose.
Yes.
And that's what I loved about it, and just the way that he was able to take these characters, from the comics, put them on the screen, and really showcase each of their they're all different personalities.
100%.
And he showed each of their personalities so well, and Joss Whedon was able to really just, I don't know, the dynamics between everybody.
Yeah.
And, the obvious, clash they would have with one another because they're just so different.
That was the first time they were teaming up together.
Exactly.
And this was the first time they were building up the Avengers within the cut scenes at the end between all the movies. So it was preparing everyone, it was building it up towards this awesome clash of superheroes, and it lived up to its standards.
Absolutely.
Completely. It set the bar for how these mashups should be for Justice League, for the Avengers, for anything else that comes out. It set the standard completely.
Completely agree with you.
So you can't really go wrong with pushing Avengers forward.
No.
I'm sorry, Incredible Hulk. I enjoyed you, but you're not on the level as the Avengers.
No, not at all.
Not even close.
No way.
So, there's our two forwards for the quarterfinals. We got Thor, because I force pushed it, and the Avengers going head-to-head in the semifinals. So, tune in next week. We got Doctor Strange and Iron Man versus Daredevil and Captain America, the Winter Soldier, coming up. So, stay tuned for that.
See what happens.
That'll be around next week. Thank you for watching. Let us know your thoughts. Do you think we're correct? Do you think I'm an idiot for surpassing Captain America, the first Avenger, with Thor? Maybe a little bit, maybe not. But thank you for watching and have a great night.